Hello and welcome, everybody. This is Around the League, RTTSB. I am your host and your wonderful commissioner, DHG52. I'm joined once again by Mr. Ballgame, who is our co-commissioner. How we doing, Ballgame?
All good, all good. Trying to see if they gonna drop this stream so I can watch Ravens get his head busted in.
Who's he got?
Oh, he got RJ.
Oh shit, minus 42 spread, RJ.
Oh,
Oh man. Well, it's been about what two
two
weeks?
weeks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
lots changed since then. We were supposed to wanted to do a mid-season podcast here, and I had some other things going on that day that we were supposed to do it, so I didn't get in here. But playoffs are shaking up.
Come
I'm
on,
obviously not making it.
you referring to
So
your drunk day?
yeah, pool party day. I'm gonna blame that on Jax. It was his pool party.
All good, all good.
But yeah, playoffs are shaking up. Let's see, who do we got in it? I think Cards is having an issue. Might have be having an issue getting in. He lost to the Bears.
Talked a little too much early, I think, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think if you
Yeah,
go back to the last podcast and run the tape, I thought this year was going to be his year, and I think I was
yeah,
wrong, man.
yeah. The funny thing about it is, man, when people start to, it's one thing to believe in yourself. But it's another thing to go out and prove it. And then when people hear what you said, they hold you to that. And I knew I had a real bad feeling that if he didn't get out to a good start and establish the run against the Bears, now mind you, he beat me, but he beat me by a field goal. I mean, our game was close. I mean, his star guy only had less than 140 total yards of offense for the
Hmm.
entire game. So I said if he didn't play exceptional defense, it was going to be a problem. And he wound up throwing 5 or 6 interceptions, and it just went downhill from there. And the Bears pretty much put foot to ass and just continue to to brutalize him so much. So I had to get in the chat and be like, "Hey man, leave him alone, bro. Come on." Like, but that's what happens when you talk the talk, you got to walk the walk. So
You're gonna get everybody's best shot
yeah,
when you start talking that bull jive in the chat, And
I
I'm
don't even.
curious about the Bears, man. I mean, this is 2 years in a row. He's going to end with probably 13, 14 wins, if I had to guess. I know last year he got bounced by the Seahawks, I
Yeah,
think. So,
I'm gonna touch him up this year. You just wait. I'm
you
waiting
on a
for the
mission
playoffs.
this year, huh?
Well, I'm just waiting for the playoffs. I just want to get in. You know what I'm saying? Like my biggest rival, I'm gonna be honest with you. My biggest rival, year in and year out for the last 2 years, is just winning the division against the Giants. Because like early on, he was not somebody I was even concerned with, and now he's pretty much developed himself to be a guy that's really, really had my number as of late. At least in the regular season, I've always won the playoff matchups, but
Yeah,
I don't like losing. So for me,
I'm with you.
you know what I mean, he's definitely a guy that I always keep my eye on. Bears, we go back and forth, but I got the better playoff, you know what I'm saying, playoff matchups. And who else? Aside from those two, really I haven't really had much of a problem. You feel me? And Ant Ant is there, but I just don't think there's enough consistency at times for him to be listed with the other two. The other two give me way more headaches than him.
Ant's always there. Quarterback has been his issue.
Uh,
Outside of the Bryce Young years, but I mean,
yeah,
ever since Bryce Young got out of there, quarterback's been his main issue. It's been a lot of, I mean, you know it. I mean, when you got a 75, 80 overall quarterback out there,
that's gonna be a
inconsistency
problem. Yeah,
inconsistencies are going to happen, and um,
Cards.
when you're-
I still don't understand why Cards is playing with more against with more over Ewers either.
I
And now,
don't, I don't get it
yeah.
at
So
all. It's, you know, and that I think that's going to be your probably your final couple users. There is going to be pump ups. I'm sorry, it's going to be you and Giants and um,
Bears,
probably
Seahawks.
Bears, Seahawks. Yeah, Seahawks is having a great year.
Yeah.
Um, you know, it's going to be tough for me to sit back and watch the playoffs. I haven't missed a playoff since year one in Madden 23. So it's good. I'm just gonna sit back and just kind of chill out and watch and see what happens. I've never been one of those users though who I make the playoffs, but I'm not consistently winning my first round matchups. I think I've got 2 or 3 playoff wins under my belt in the last 2 years, and that's not good for me, and it's not where I want to be. But that's kind of the way that it's been. But it's going to be different. At least not playing in that wild card round. You're muted, bro.
There's a good matchup this week though. Ant playing Giants.
That's a good matchup. People don't realize about the Giants, man. I was in his division in 23. He was the Dolphins last year, and man, that dude built a hell of a team, like the perfect team. Drafted well. After year one, he drafted so well and put so much speed around his core. It was for him the way that he played in 23. He plays a little differently this year. But the way that he played in 23, he built that team perfectly, and he's basically done it this year. He's got, 5 90-plus overall DBs, and he's had that for the last 2 or 3 years. I mean,
Right.
His team building has been outstanding as far as free agent acquisitions and trades.
I think for me, man, because I'm such a purist though, I can appreciate how anybody goes about building their teams, but it's just something that doesn't sit well with me when I see guys come out and you got in the middle of your defense 2 DBs.
Yeah.
I know it's a video game, and it's to each his own. But for me, I just feel like if you're gonna run a nickel set, you got 5 nickelbacks, you got 5 DBs, you got 2 linebackers. Because at the end of the day, if I'm coming down here with a 210 plus pound running back, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be hard for those DBs to get him stopped. You feel me? And that's why I watch it. I be looking to see who the 2 right there in the middle. And if they're safeties or if they're DBs, I'm going right downhill at them. I don't even care if you got inside stuff. None of that matters to me because I know that Robinson is going to get me 3 to 4 yards consistently. As long as I stay away from your edge threats and I stay away from your no outsiders and I'm running between them tackles,
Yep.
I'm running right over the top of them safeties. I'm sorry.
Robinson's a tough stop, man. He's good. And to your point, DBs in the box is, especially 2.
Yeah.
2 is wild. I get that, some of these guys are going to have their their box safety. Right. You got Jamal Adams of the world.
I'm okay with that.
Isaiah Simmons is of the world. But I mean, I'm kind of with you. My nickel sets, I've got 2 linebackers in there. I don't have a safety there, but my linebackers also have 88 plus speed. So.
Well, I went out. Listen, so it's no secret that I went out in free agency when we first started, and I found guys. My guys were like 65, 66, 67 overalls, and I signed them to them 7-year deals. But they had out the box 88 speed. And as long as you building them, we're in year 6. Every speed booster they've gotten has come from training, and that's all I did. I stuck them in training, and I just made sure that every week. Yeah. So now my linebackers cover as well as any DB I have on, so I don't have to move them. So and in the chat, Ant made a comment. He's like, "Well, you got your linebackers. You know what I'm saying? I built them though. It's not like they just popped up out of nowhere. I took them dudes that nobody wanted and nobody was looking at, and grinded with them. I went through all of that to get them to where they are. So, like at the end of the day,
you stick a guy like that in training for 2 years, and they'll go from 65 to 85, 90 plus in 2 years. I mean, you're just getting gold week after week after week, and during that time, probably going to get a dev upgrade at some point, if I had to guess. So, I mean, that's going to help out the process and kind of the transition from that a little bit. No abilities. It's happening, man. That's crazy. I didn't think we'd see the day. I put that poll out there pretty well figuring that it was going to be lopsided towards keep abilities, but it was not. It was like not everybody voted. It was like a 14-8 vote, I think. Yeah. 65, 70% of the votes were on no abilities. So We'll see how that goes. I saw somewhere in the chat today that asking if abilities were going to be in next year's game. I can't confirm or deny that. We're going to see how next season goes. Sliders will probably have to change a little bit just to kind
Right.
of offset
Offset.
that. Yeah, so I'll be talking with y'all about that, just kind of tweaking the sliders a little bit to see if it works good and everybody's happy.
Where'd you go? Where'd you go? I guess he's having some technical difficulties, folks. Hey, you guys just need to remember, man. Like, the goal is to get this league as sim as possible and keep it, pretty much one of the original sim leagues. And so there's gonna be some, um, necessary, you know, processes that have to be in place to find out what's the greatest balance and what's the best, saying configurations to things so that the league can continue to thrive. I think overall, DHC is doing a really good job of trying to give people what they want, not everything that they, give you what you need, not what you want. And that's the role of commissioners. Nobody's really trying to dictate a lot of different things, tell people what they have to do, but trying to make it as fair as possible for everybody to have a really good gaming experience and things of that nature. So at the end of the day, you guys just gotta bear with us. He's trying something new and different, something that he believes is going to enhance the league and make things that much better. So it kind of is what it is. I'm not sure what happened to him. Let me find him right quick. That part. Again, folks, I think he's having some technical difficulties with his internet. So hopefully he gets that fixed and we can continue this. There he is. There he's
Sorry
back.
about that.
No, that's
Having
all good.
having some technical difficulties there, but what back to what I was saying. We'll see how it goes next season, and we'll go from there. I would like to.
Right.
Hopefully, it goes well, and we'd like to keep it with the no abilities because I think that promotes sim gameplay even more. I've seen a lot of people saying they're going to get more conservative and run the ball, and that's football. I mean, 70-30. If you look at the rules, 70-30 is the threshold that I've set in those rules, and that's pretty well football. I mean, either way, run or pass, but that's how it is.
Right. I mean,
So
I'm definitely a big proponent of trying to keep it as real as possible. But I mean, within the confines of it being a video game. But it is what
sure.
it is.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have your video game aspect of it, which I don't know if you've seen any of the new changes to the new game, but they looks like they've done a pretty good job at revamping some of their features. I saw the blocking feature, and it was a picture of the offensive line, and it showed. So you know how on defense you can check your run fits. It was the
Mhm.
same way with the offensive. You can check your offensive line and see who they're going to block, and see who would be coming uncovered if they came. It was it
Right
was
on.
pretty cool. It was like little green lines towards, you got this guy going towards your nose tackle, this guy going towards your defensive end. So that'd be pretty cool. And they've changed up some of the offensive line adjustments as well.
I saw the boom. What they call it? The boomstick technology
The boomstick
for
technology, yeah.
for hit sticks and all that stuff. So
At the end of the day, it's an EA game, so we'll see. But
yeah. Well, you can play NCAA that's coming out first to see exactly kind of what Madden's going to be like. I mean, no one can convince me that Madden 25 won't be very similar to um, college. So
I think it'll be close to the same game. It looks
yeah,
like from the trailer that they've done some tweaking to make the NCAA game faster, which is
faster.
good. College football should be
College
faster.
ball, it'll be faster. Right.
Yeah. But I think overall the gameplay and the mechanics and how everything works will be about the same. And I feel like EA may be like, okay, we're going to test things out in this game and see if it
Yep.
works, and we'll implement that into Madden. I'm excited for it. We'll see. I know Cards is going to run the road to the Super Bowl NCAA league,
Oh,
so
is
that'll
he?
be nice. Yeah, yeah, he's already committed to it. He's gonna run it. I'll probably. Somebody asked me if I was going to do it, and I said no, probably not. I just I don't have the time for that. This takes up a lot of my time as far as
Yeah.
free time, that kind of thing. So, and then we've got the Dev League too, which is going great. For
How many guys are over there? Is it 4?
anybody who's let's see, we've got, let's see, 10, 11, got about 30 right now, it looks like. So not completely full, but I mean, 30 users this time of year. And
this time of year, that's pretty good.
Yeah, they're active. And so if anybody's wondering, I know Jax was our commissioner. He kind of stepped away from that. He didn't want to do it anymore, and I totally understood that. So we, with the merger, so I'll kind of explain how that happened a little bit. That was kind of wild. So when Jack stepped away, I looked at it from a whole, and had some inactives in there. Got rid of them. When I got rid of those, we had like 17 actives in there. So kind of scouring through Discord, and I looked for a league that was kind of similar to our rule set, that kind of thing. Found one, DM the commissioner, and kind of explained to him what we do here, what we would like to do. I'd like to merge, using our name, our rule set, but you have full reign to test any rule you want to out. Just run it by me. He can test out rules. So that is going well. That commissioner of that league is the commissioner of the Dev League, and he is doing a fantastic job with trying to implement new and creative rules. Some of the rules that he implemented in his own league, which I still think he runs, but a lot of those users are also in that Dev League, and everything is going great there. He is. There's one rule that he implemented, which it won't affect us if we keep the no abilities, but he's got an ability cap. So to how a player plays in real life, you can't put, so like if you've got a Lamar Jackson, you couldn't put Hot Route Master on him because that's not his game.
Okay.
So he kind of bases that off real life, and I really like that fundamental aspect of that. I really like how that goes.
Yeah, that ain't gonna fly with these guys over here, though.
No, I don't think so. But I mean, it's working well in the Dev League, but I don't know if that's something that I would put in here. Just being honest with you, I'm trying to
break it up again.
Doesn't hit me back.
Yeah,
am I good now?
Breaking up. You froze. Yeah, you're frozen. Your picture's frozen. Are you on Wi-Fi? Or are you hardwired?
Right now. This is on my laptop. I'm hardwired.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have to. It's probably gonna be best to get you an Ethernet cord running directly from your router, so that you don't have to deal with this, because streaming takes a lot of bandwidth. So
yeah, am I still froze?
For future, not anymore. No, I see you moving now, but your face is not. Okay. Yeah, we can't see your face though. It's fuzzy.
Okay.
There we go.
If you can hear me, okay. All right. If it happens again, keep talking, and I'm going to try to fix it.
Okay,
kind of
no problem.
We didn't have any issues that first time. I don't know what's going on right now. I think my wife's streaming a movie in the living room.
Yep. Well, that'll do it. Sharing bandwidth, yeah. Quick question. Browns was asking, what was the change in regards to the play limits? I thought it was 3 on offense, 5 on defense. What did we change it to? Because it's 2 now. It's 2 in there for a play. You can only run that play 2 times. That's what it was.
Yeah, you can run the play twice.
Okay. I thought we were splitting the difference. Yeah, you breaking up again.
Okay, give me 1 second.
I'll tell you today when I was playing the Giants though, that thing came in crucial. It really made me think about what I really needed to be what plays I could be calling that I didn't want to call my mainstays so that I could keep the ball moving. Cause I was like, man, I don't want to get a play locked out. That's for certain. Only having the availability of it at 2 times, so I'm not sure. You're gonna have to hardwire. If your wife is streaming downstairs or somewhere, you guys are splitting bandwidth, so it's gonna always, um, depending on where she is in the house and how close she is to the router, she's probably gonna take up at least 65, 70% of the bandwidth. So, but it is what it is. Hoping everybody just bears with us. I had a small conversation, and I went to the website because I was wondering about the ratings for Madden 25 and how close we were in regards to how we put the tiers together, as opposed to what Madden says they are. And okay, we were kind of off a little bit, to be honest with you. Madden doesn't see the teams and how they're built the way we do, which to some degree matters a little bit, but it's early. It's still June. We have time to adjust things and see how things go this next season to see if teams really need to be moved around. Because currently, right? Oh, there he is. He's back.
Maybe Bears was right. Maybe they did cut the funding for the show. Yeah, it's the play call limit right now set on 2, and that may have been an oversight on my part. Maybe it was supposed to be 3.
Yeah, I thought it was 3, but it's okay.
But
you know what it does? It really makes you sit there and like think like, do I really want to run this play right now, or should I save this? I save this last one until I really, really need it, type of thing.
Yeah, I mean, if you've got that go-to play that you want, you might want to save that to the 4th if it comes to that. You know what I mean? So, I mean, at the end of the day, you get 500 plays in a playbook. Let's open it up and let's use it. I think your headset disconnected, ball game. Can't hear you.
So this button on the thing keeps hitting. Man, they're not streaming that game. Ravens must be over there getting punched. He must be getting his backside punched in.
Where are they streaming? Oh, there it is. There it is.
Up?
It's up. I
it's
just saw it.
Oh.
Let's check on that. Hey, we're going in live here around the league.
Oh, there he is, Sean John. My man, he didn't fall off, bro. He just nosedived. Like,
yeah, ever since his bowl appearance, he has.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I mean, I know he had, unfortunately, rest in peace, the death of his grandmother, and I understand how devastating it is to lose a family member. But good Lord, bro, to see. Oh, there he is. He's winning right now. Okay.
What's the score?
21-14.
Let's go, Sean John. I'm here for you,
ball. With 53 seconds left. 53 seconds left in the first quarter, with the Browns on his 46-yard line.
They're in the first quarter, and it's 21 to what?
No, it's second quarter. Second quarter. Yeah, it's right before half. Yeah.
I will touch on this too. We have a little early, I might add, but we've started team selection for 25. So far, S tier users and A tier users are done.
We were kind of off though.
A little bit. Those ratings that you sent me a little bit off, but it is what it is now. I'm probably not going to change it. But you also know as well as I do. Sometimes those ratings and how you have players play in Madden can be a little different too. You know, but
Yeah, them Cardinals 72 overall. That's probably about right though.
it's probably yeah. I mean, I got the Rams, and they're saying they're 73 overall.
73.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I've got the second worst team in the league overall wise.
I wanted the worst team. I mean, I already built the Commanders, so I thought they was gonna be a little worse in the ratings, but they're in the 80, so they're smack dab right
Now,
there.
is that final or
Right?
is that just the beta?
No, it's right. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's based off. It's off that Madden's. It's off the EA site for
Yeah,
the Madden ratings for Madden 25. So.
because I know they have that beta that's out. I know they have ratings
Mhm.
for some of those teams, but I did hear that those ratings will be adjusted before the final game. So that's why I was asking that. I don't know if those were the beta ratings or the actual in game ratings.
I think it's the end game ones for now, but I can't really see how the um
The Bills being a 90 is a little wild.
that's the beef up for Josh Allen. They love Josh Allen, just like the Chiefs are 92.
Hmm.
You feel me? And then they still got the Eagles up there as a 91.
They
And
lost a
then
lot of offensive line.
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, Jason Kelsey's a huge loss, regardless of what anybody says. That's one of your leaders right there.
yeah, yeah. And then
But
Bengals 89. So yep, they right there in the hip pocket of the Chiefs. And then you got the Dolphins
the
86.
Bengals is about right.
Yeah, Dolphins 86 because they don't believe in nobody. No one believes in Tua right now. A lot of these ratings are based on what I'm saying the ratings of the quarterbacks. You know what I mean as well. So
I see that, and that's kind of had a little bit to do with how I made the tier list. If you have one of those elite level quarterbacks as far as Madden goes,
hmm
your team's going to be ranked a little higher. Um,
I want to see the true because Jaden Daniels ran a 4.32. So I want to see really what speed they give him.
92. I'm gonna
How
say it right now. I'm gonna
how
say about a
that's
92.
well that ain't right because Lamar ran a 4.34 and they gave him 99. I mean
Yeah.
98.
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
how can Lamar be faster than him if Jaden ran faster than Lamar?
I agree. I think they're going to model Jaden's at least his Madden player kind of like they did Justin Fields. If I had to guess,
Yeah.
that's kind of why I'm at a 92 there. Um, just going down the list though, just kind of seeing who's who. S tier users, you've got the Commanders. NJ, who's our Bears user, he's getting the Giants.
hmm
Um, Royal Roos, who's our Giants user, he's getting the Broncos. Lick's getting the Panthers, who's our Cardinals user. Seahawks user is getting the Patriots.
I'm trying to see who he else he got over there. 'Cause all them teams 80 plus. He gonna have a rough time over there with them Patriots. Where'd you go? Left again. The That's gonna be interesting. You got the Jets at an 84, Dolphins at an 86, the Bills at a 90, with the Patriots. Patriots coming in at an 82 though, which is a lot higher than I thought they'd be. But Titans, they're at the bottom of the heap over in the AFC South at a 74, followed by the Colts at a 77, Texans at a 78, and then you have who else is over there in that division? Jaguars at an 84. The Lions are an 83, followed by the Packers at a 79. The Vikings are an 85, so that makes them king of the heap over there. With the Bears as a 76, so they're the bottom of the bottom. They're the bottom. They're the low man on the totem pole over there. And then you have the AFC North, which is pretty darn even when you factor in that the Ravens are an 87, Bengals are 89, Browns are an 87, and then the Steelers are an 81. So they're the bottom of the bottom of the division team over there. AFC West, starts off with the Chiefs at 92, followed by the Chargers as 85, and then you have the Broncos as an 80, and then the Raiders are at 79. And then you got the NFC South, which has the Falcons at an 81, Panthers at an 80, the Saints are an 82, and then the Buccaneers are at 81. So that may very well be the NFC South may very well be the most closely ranked division in terms of the ratings of the teams currently right now, based on this information I pulled up today. They're all within a point of each other. No huge difference. With the Saints being 82, the Bucks 81, Panthers 80, and the Falcons 81, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. I thought those teams would be a lot worse, but they're right there. It's a lot of
I think the Falcons are clear cut the best team in that division, though. I mean, outside of rankings, just looking at personnel.
Oh, that's your team, though.
That is my team.
You're a little biased to that.
Just a little bit. Picking up where I dropped off again. Tiger Groove getting the Raiders again.
Yeah.
Let's see. Our tight end maniac, DC 4G LTE Cowboys user. He's getting the Chargers.
Going back over there, huh?
Yep. I'm getting the Rams again. Sean John's got the Cardinals. Colts user is getting the Titans. Ant is getting the Steelers. EDOT, who is our Lions user, is getting the Vikings.
Ant went to the AFC?
Yeah, so Ant, and I'll explain how that happened here in just a minute.
Okay.
Ian Ash, who is our Dolphins user, is getting the Bucks, and our current Jets user is getting the Falcons. So as of this morning, the Steelers were my team.
Okay.
The Jets user came in to the chat, the Tier A chat, and did not want the Rams. Had a little bit of a discussion about that, and I told everybody that, you know, if we're going to do it the way that I set it up, everybody's got to agree, or it's going to be a random thing. So I know Ant wanted the Steelers from the get go anyway, but he took the Falcons again because I was going to take the Steelers. So just to settle that argument, I went ahead and Ant transitioned to the Steelers. Jets user transitioned to the Falcons, and I just took the team that nobody wanted out of that. So, which the Rams are fun. I didn't have them from the get-go this year. Everybody knows I started off as the Colts. But Puka's cool, I guess. AD retared. That kind of sucks. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
Hey, run it down again. You said Ant has the Steelers, Seahawks gets the Patriots, you get the Rams.
Yep. Sean John's got the Cardinals.
Sean John has the Cardinals. Falcons user is the Jets current user.
Yep. The Titans is going to be the Colts current user.
Colts user.
Yep. And then the Cowboys user is the Chargers next year.
Yeah, and then so the Giants is?
The Giants is going to be the Bears.
Bears user. Who am I missing? I'm missing someone.
You got the Giant. Let's see. The current Giants user is going to be the Broncos.
Yeah, Raiders is still
Raiders.
Tiger.
Yeah.
Jax
is going to be the Saints.
Man. Okay. All right. And then current card user is who?
Current card user is going to be the Panthers.
Oh man, he gets to play with that young boy, the wide receiver. What's his name? The one that came from South Carolina.
That
they drafted.
What was his name?
You know what I'm talking about, right?
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Um, hold on, let me pull it up because I can't remember his name.
Commanders had a shitty draft.
Xavier Leggett.
There you go. Xavier Leggett. Yep.
Yep. Who did the Commanders? Who
Yeah.
did the
They,
draft?
they had a huh? They
Who did the Commanders draft this year?
it took a Ben Sinnott,
Uh,
tight end. That's it.
yeah.
That's it.
Well, so you're gonna have is I
And
know,
Jaden Daniels.
yeah, Jaden Daniels, and then they acquired Eckler in the offseason, which I'm assuming you ain't gonna be using him at all.
Out of here. Yep.
Yeah.
It's gonna be trade block. Somebody need him, somebody can have him. Or I'm gonna just cut him because I have no need for him. I gotta yeah, he just doesn't fit my type of running back. You know what I mean? I need a guy that can actually take some pounding.
You're a power back guy for sure.
Yeah. But I'm gonna build. I built Robinson. I really built Robinson to be an all around back. He can do. He can catch the ball. You know what I'm saying? He can run between the tackles. He can get outside. You know.
His break tackle is wild. When the few times that I've got to play you this year, his break tackle, he's crazy. I
Yeah,
mean,
he's gonna give it to you too.
yeah. So knowing what we know now, we're in week 15. Who do you think? Who do you think? Who you got coming out of AFC, NFC? Outside of yourself, I know obviously you're gonna vote on yourself, but outside of you, AFC,
I don't.
NFC.
I'm to be honest with you. I really don't see anybody beating RJ over there in the AFC. I think I'm gonna have to figure out a way to be able to cut his head off. I'm in my zone right now. Like real talk. Like I'm super focused. I give the only guy I feel like can give me a real challenge in the playoff would probably be the guy that's in my division because he plays me the most. I just
Mhm.
got off. I had three bad. I had three legitimately bad defensive plays in the game against the Bears, and those were the last three I thought scored the touchdown to go ahead. Everything
Yeah,
else was boxed up. He threw like 4, 5 interceptions. He had kicked field goals. He kicked 5 field goals before he scored a late touchdown to essentially take the game away from me, and that was my fault because I just went against what I was doing. And it often happens where I wind up shooting myself in the foot, but I got a plan to get past most of these guys, so we'll see how
yeah.
it all plays out.
You've got, and to my surprise, two of the guys who are in the AFC, I kind of figured were going to be there. Jax and RJ, or three, I'm sorry, Jax, RJ, and Tiger Group. Those three were going to be in a battle. Jets is unexpected. He's got one loss or
Yeah.
two. Two.
I just think overall though, when it comes down to it, like Jax is really good about being able to stop the run. And that guy's dependent a lot on the run. He runs to pass. So if you take I haven't seen him just go out there and just throw the ball all over the space. But Jax probably has the best defense of the group in terms of the AFC guys. But like RJ's offense is just stupid, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like
Jax has definitely got the best red zone defense. I
yeah,
think
yeah,
he's got
yeah.
the red zone defense in the league.
Yeah. He gonna make you kick field goals. He ain't gonna
Yep.
give up much down there unless you just running right downhill at him. You know what I'm saying? And even then, it's only 1 yard here, 2 yards there. He does a
Well,
really
he's
good job.
told me too. I mean, his defensive strategy is he will let you drive 20 to 20.
Well, I think that's he. I give him all the credit in the world because I think the way he sees the field and how he goes about setting things up is just phenomenal, especially on this game. And but I do the same thing that he does offensively. I do it defensively. I'm
Yeah.
gonna give you I'm gonna give you certain things, and then when you really relying on that thing, I'm gonna take it away, and that's what he does on offense. He'll show you something just to be able to set up 2 layers of routes behind it. You feel me? Like he'll
Mhm.
go shallow, 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 and then when you shade down or go to those hard flats, now he's dropping it in the mid.
Yep. Yep.
Looking for shot plays. He's just looking to really move the ball.
Ears, ball game. Ears. Can't hear you still. Boy, this show has been lackluster. I can't hear you. Bears, you may have been
I was
right, man.
too.
Funding has been stripped from the show.
I
We
can't hear you at all.
got.
Can you hear me?
I got you now. Yeah,
I can't hear you though. It's
you
crazy.
can't hear me.
I can see your mouth moving and I can see the smile, but I can't hear you.
Yeah, I got you clearly. I can hear you.
Yeah, it's been a crazy night. I want to see who's gonna be coming from my head. Oh, okay.
um, what a hell of
Happened to
an
your sound?
what a hell of an episode too. Let's see.
I was sure Ant was coming to the NFC East. Yeah,
Ant.
Bear said that he wanted to. He didn't really want to smoke. So, here we go. All right. So, did you come back? You got it back?
Can you hear me now?
Nope.
No.
Nope. Can't hear you, bro. It's gonna be interesting to see who lands. Oh well, you know what? There's two divisions that are pretty equally matched. I'm gonna talk about this one until you come back. So it's the NFC South and it's the AFC North, right? With the exception of the Steelers being at an 81, everybody else in there is within 2 points of each other. Especially the Ravens and the Browns have the same rating, and the Bengals are only 2 points ahead of them. So that's pretty close too. And then it's crazy that they got the Jaguars, a better rated squad than the Texans. But the Texans did lose some key pieces too. They did really well in the draft, and I think the question marks are still out on C.J. Stroud after that playoff loss they got. But the upside is crazy. But RJ's right where he's supposed to be. If these ratings hold, he's got this. He's got the third worst team on the game. So that's probably about right for him. I feel a little conflicted though. I wanted the worst team, even though Ant don't believe that I deserve to be in the S tier, which is it's okay. It's his opinion, but it is what it is. We just done lost all your. We done lost. I can't. Yeah, you talking to me? Cause I can't
I'm
hear you.
talking.
Can you hear me? You can hear me?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's crazy. No volume at all.
Let's see. This is funny. Bears, you jinxed us, bro. I am 100%
Oh,
blaming
sound
you.
your sound?
No, like.
Let's see. I don't know. So there has no. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Maybe that's it. Okay, go ahead.
You got me?
Some bit. There we go. Yeah.
This has been the most lackluster podcast. I said it while you couldn't hear me. I'm blaming this whole shit on Bears. This is 100% his fault.
He did say the budget. What did he say? The budget for the podcast has been depleted.
Funding got suspended.
Funding got suspended. Man, we got a real banger going on over here, man. Sean John is really he really like fighting. He fighting, bro. He over here fighting with RJ. He 35-30 and it's with 6:20 left in the fourth quarter. He's 3rd and 4 from his 31. He over here fighting, man. He over here.
Let's see if I can get this pulled up.
Yeah, they over here punching each other in the face for real.
Man, did you see? So I guess you were in the commentary with us. That commentary game we did where mine and yours audio did not catch up, was not there.
Oh, that's the one we were talking about. That
game of the week.
Jax.
Yeah. He was the only one that anybody could hear. I went back and rewatched it, and Jax's audio was it.
That's crazy.
Oh, first down.
Yeah.
Sean,
Yeah.
nice.
If he scores here, it might be over. Then I'd have to go back and figure out exactly what he did to beat this dude, because this joker here is a pain in the butt. Ooh. Oh man.
You
He
might
got
be a
it
little.
off.
You might be a little ahead of me.
Yeah. I won't ruin it for you.
Let's see what we got. Running 4 verts from single back. Oh my God! What a
throw.
throw!
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nice by Lamar. That was nice. Man, I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna just kind of shout out all of our users for just a second. We have had. This has probably been the best activity season we've had so far. With
Hey, hold on. I'm sorry. Watch this throw. You saw it?
not yet.
Oh.
Oh wow! What a dot! Lamar is out here
Right.
throwing heat right now. But activity wise, I think this has been at least one of our best seasons yet. We've had like those first 10 weeks. I don't think we had a 48-hour advance. I think it was within 24, 36 hours.
That's true.
Which was awesome.
Yeah.
Especially in June.
Ravens just went up, man.
Man, you ahead of me. You spoiling stuff.
I'm sorry, bro. I was just trying to figure out what happened, where this guy went, man. Like this is the Sean. This is the Sean I'm used to seeing.
I think he's getting focused back up.
Yeah. He better fire his kicker, because his kicker just cost him. Tucker been gone for a while, right? He retired.
He retired for sure. I think he retired probably year 3, year 4.
We gotta find a new one then, because that dude he got sucks.
Oh yeah, that's a bad miss right there. Which I'm gonna say up 11 with what is that 3:53 to go. That might have been the nail right there.
That's not enough.
You don't think so?
No, not against RJ. That's not enough points. I'm sorry. Like, I legitimately give everybody their just dues, man. But this dude is something. This dude is just different, bro. Something.
He is.
Yeah.
Well, he proved it last year. Hasn't been in our league all year. Comes back, takes the Browns, wins the Super Bowl first year. So there's a reason he's in our Hall of Fame.
Right.
And everybody voted on him.
Yeah. Don't bring that Texas guy back. That Texans guy back, bro. Like that dude. He just came here and screwed up that team's cap and just dipped on us.
Yep. Yeah, he won't be coming back. I mean, he was a good user, but he legitimately went into the chat and said, "Yeah, I know I'm screwing this team's cap up, but in 3 years I'm going to leave anyway, so it doesn't matter." So he won't be coming back. One that may be coming back. Oh my God!
See?
Wow. One that may be coming back is Hurton.
I'm with it.
And me and him have had multiple conversations. He's still in the LOB chat room. So me and him has had multiple conversations about it, and he knows if he wants back in for the next Madden, he's in. So I'm kind of waiting on confirmation from him to see if he wants to come. If he's already kind of told me he wanted to come back, but I haven't 100% confirmed it yet. So, but if he wants to come back, he's got it. I mean, he's probably our second best user of all time. First being the guy that I'm watching right now.
Once I beat RJ, I will have beat both of them, because I took a Super Bowl from Hurton. So to have that guy call my name out and tell me I was probably one of the toughest opponents he's ever faced, that was big ups.
Hurton's defense is what his offense is good. Don't get me wrong. His offense, that defense is ferocious because he sends exotic pressure from places you don't even think it's coming. I mean, I've played him probably 20 plus times between last year and this year, and I don't think I've beat him. Maybe once, maybe.
Well,
I have a hard time with him. You know.
you know, the games are usually just like my Giants games, pretty close. You know what I'm saying? And one or two mistakes, and that's pretty much a wrap.
Yeah.
Um, I stick really, really close to what I do best, and he does as well. And he likes to send the pressure, but I always seem to be able to counter it, pick it up, and then hit him over the top with something. And then that's pretty much be the game after that. Because then once I'm up, I'm going to ground and pound.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna tell everybody right now, y'all are about to see a new me next year. I went away from everything that I was used to doing the last 2 years, and
Why?
we're going back to what got us there.
Well,
You know, I don't know, man. I got Josh Allen, and I tried to force it down the field, and
hmm
that's not my game. It's never been my game. If anybody who's played me knows that's not my game. I'm a runner first, and then I'm going to play off of that. I'm going to pass the ball a little bit here and there. But even when I had the Colts, I was a runner. I mean, JT had multiple 2,000, 1,800 yard seasons with me. So I just got away from it.
the number one seed in the AFC might be shifting.
Yeah, RJ RJ scored, but he
Yeah,
kicked on the side and didn't get it. But yeah, I can tell you one thing I'm not doing next year and
trading.
trade.
Hopefully, you got trade happy like a mug, man.
I did. It was it's funny. I single handedly probably have the worst two trades of our league's history.
I asked you. I said it out in the commission chat. Like, what are you doing? What are you giving up? What are you going after Josh Allen? And you was like, oh, that's what I need. And I was like, I don't know, man. But
I should have listened.
it's to each his own. You know what I mean? I don't try to stop grown men from doing grown man stuff. So
Well, we tried it. It didn't work.
right.
We're you know we're gonna rock out with our third and fourth round pick for this year, and hopefully, try to.
I can't believe I've never seen anyone ever do this, and it would be Sean that does it. We ran the fake end around, fake reverse from shotgun. I've never seen it from bunch. I've never seen it. That man threw for almost. He's thrown for almost 500 yards.
Sean John's gonna push the ball down the field.
500 though, bro. Good lord.
Did you see they're adding into next year's game the wide receiver pass?
Yeah, yeah. And they also adding in that. That's why I was talking about. That's why I asked you about in the
The
committee chat
motion?
about the motion because they added it in. It's in the game. They got the
Yeah.
Dolphins one. Yeah, the Dolphins motion specifically where Tyreek does that whole comes
Hmm.
across and he takes off right after he's past the tight end or the tackle. He's going vertical.
Yeah. Well, and with that, I think if it's part of the play design, go for it. You know what I mean? Because that I think that whole rule was in set. What happened?
Fumble.
Sean John?
Yep.
Damn.
Yep. Minute 32 seconds left in the fourth, and he was going in for it was 3rd and 6 and 3rd and 4, and his guy fumbled. He got stood up, and now here comes the 4. Here comes the 4 wide, 5 wide. Here we go. Damn, yeah, he fumbled. That's crazy.
No, I just saw it. My shit's behind.
Oh, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Sean John picked him.
Yeah. With that boy, Agent Zero.
Let's see.
Yeah. Agent Zero just took it back away from him.
Oh yeah.
That was a nice one too.
Yeah, that was nice. Roquan's nice.
There you go.
Yep. But yeah.
I mean, if the ball is hiked with the players outside of the tackles, should be no harm, no foul, right?
Yeah, it's no harm, no foul there. I think that that rule is mainly in place because if you hike it before they get outside of the tackles, they become an extra
It's an
blocker.
extra blocker, right?
Yeah, yeah. So if it's outside of the tackles, no harm, no foul there, in my opinion. What other games we got?
Ooh. Oh man, God, you got to see this. You got to see this catch that Bateman just made, bro.
Let's see. Bateman's showing out right now.
You saw that? The one hand joint draped though, and the man is draped over him too. That's crazy. He did say that he wasn't gonna be taking too many more L's to RJ.
Sean John, hey, Sean John's a good user.
Yeah,
I mean, he's been in a lull. Don't get me wrong. He's had some bad seasons here, but
I
he's a
think the worst
good
thing.
user.
I think the worst thing that he had to endure was the $70 million price tag on Lamar, which
That year,
limited his ability to add pieces, and he had a lot of players with bad contracts, and he couldn't resign anyone. So it was kind of one of them. I just gotta wait and figure it out situations,
that when I think it was Lamar's, I think it's year 3 maybe that his contract turns into 72+ million a year.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That puts handcuffs on you, man. You
Oh,
can't do much with that.
yeah,
How much did you end up paying Sam?
I paid Sam $234.
234,
Yeah,
7 or
7
5?
years, 7.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
man, this guy is. I don't know how he does it, bro. He just finds all the holes in their defense.
well, that 5 wide, man. That's his bread and butter.
Yeah.
It was last year.
Sam Howell turned out to be a fairly. He's just too short. I need a quarterback with really to be like 6'3", 6'4".
Mm-hmm.
He's only 6'1", and no matter how much stuff you put on him, no matter how much you build him up, he still has this weird thing about him where he's gonna throw errant passes.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you got and I'm not a big abilities guy, but whether you got him or not, Sam gonna find a way to screw you.
Yeah, and I think a big thing with the quarterbacks too is if they have the tight spiral trait, it helps them a lot. If they don't have that tight spiral trait, they're going to throw a lot more errant passes.
More air passes, yeah.
Yeah. I do an offline franchise just by myself because I'm a Falcons fan and I use the Falcons and I did the updated rosters. And the guy who did the updated rosters had Michael Penix, and his little thing is he doesn't throw a tight spiral, so he'll be throwing errant passes, and I've got him at this point built up to like a 95, and he's still throwing errant passes.
Which one do you? Which roster? You know which roster you used?
It was the top rated one, whichever one that is. I think it was Jack and Move's roster.
I
think that guy. I think he's got like the Joker tag or whatever, which is the same roster they used in the Dev League. So when we merged, we rebooted that and just started from scratch with the updated rosters.
Right.
And I think that's what he used. But
so they're over there playing with the new rookies.
Yeah, they've got the new rookies. They're in year 1 week. Let's see. They're in week 8 right now.
Oh, okay.
Yep. There's some good talent over there, man. Let's see.
We just gotta get So what teams do we have empty?
In our league?
Yeah.
We don't have any empty.
That's it.
We've got 32. Now the Steelers user in our league won't be returning for the next Madden. He's not even going to buy it. So he'll be replaced, which I'm kind of keeping that open for the time being for Hurton, if he confirms it or not.
Hold on. Say that again.
So in the main league, we have all 32 spots filled. The Steelers user is not going to buy next year's Madden, so he will have to be replaced. But I'm kind of keeping that open. and waiting kind of to hear for Hurton if he's going to return or not, because I think the Steelers user is going to finish out the year. So we'll see what Hurton has to say. If he comes back, that'll be his spot.
But I thought, for what team exactly? Because I thought Ant was taking the Steelers.
Oh yeah. That I'm talking about our Steelers users currently. Yeah.
Okay, the one that's currently here.
Yeah. Now, as far as teams go, the C tier and A tier teams, or I'm sorry, the tier C users and the tier B users have not confirmed their teams yet. The C tier is close, but still hasn't confirmed. In fact, I'm waiting to hear from Marge. If he's good with taking the Bengals, then C tier's done. So, because everybody else agreed in there, I messaged Marge and LOB. I said, "Hey, are you good with taking the Bengals?" So we'll see. If he's good with that, then C tier's done, and then we're just waiting on B tier. And then that'll be it, which made my life a whole lot easier. Doing it this way instead of having to set up a random wheel and then basically live streaming it to make sure that everybody knows that it was done legitimately. Are you gonna pick up NCAA? You ain't gonna pick it up?
Nah, I'm gonna be traveling too much, man. I ain't got time. I gotta take some, in order for me to keep my love for this game where it needs to be. I have to take some time away from it. So probably after this, well, at least I can't focus on two different games. You know what I'm saying? It's either one or the other for me.
Right.
And at this point, it's just I'm just Madden, exclusively Madden. So I don't have. Yeah, college doesn't appeal to me. So.
I get it. I'm gonna get the game, whether or not I play in RTTSB's NCAA league. I don't know. I told Cards Malachi. I told him if he needs I'll help him commission it if he wants me to. But I'm kind of like with you, and in 2 months I will not have. I will have less time than I do now.
Right.
So we'll see. I really hope, and the one thing, because when I was playing NCAA 14, the one thing that was really cool is you could create a player,
right,
and play your 4 years, and import him into Madden, and get drafted. That was cool to me.
They have that feature, right?
I think so. I mean, it would make sense, but let's see.
So I guess the Jets. I don't know if he won or not, but it looks like he's still winning.
Man, I'm gonna tell you something. That Patriots user we got now, I know his record is 0-13, but he has been in all of his games have been one-score games, I think, for the most part. That man has fought his ass off all year.
So with a better team in 25, he might be a problem there, huh?
Yeah, he's good, man. And I know his record don't show it, but he's got some of that it factor in him.
Yeah, I like to see guys fight, man. I hate seeing cats just give up.
And that's what I'm saying, man. I think we've got a good, finally, after some filtering, I think we've got a good 32 in here that aren't going to just give up on it. You know what I mean? Like, they keep going. And in that instance, the Dev League has done its job tenfold. I mean, it's done exactly what it's supposed to do. And on top of that, the community that's going on over there in the Dev League has built, and it's becoming a league of its own as well. I mean, yes, it's still the Dev League, but those guys are treating it like it's A tier, and I love that because that's what I want them to treat it like. I mean, it's still it means something.
How do they get selected to move over here? What do they have to do? Just be consistent over there and win, or what?
So the activity in the chat is one thing for sure. Following the rules and playing your games, and then skill comes into play at some point in there, winning your games, that kind of thing. But
Right.
I'm not in it, so I don't have a team in there. So when I get ready to call somebody up, I'll go into I'm in the chat and everything, but I'll go into the admin chat and ask the commissioner in there. I said, hey, who do you think deserves a call up? What do you think's going on? Give me a couple of guys. Let me who's been active, who's not, that kind of thing. I take a step back, and it's hard for me sometimes because I run things a certain way, and not everybody's going to run it my way.
Right.
But I let him do everything. He is 100% in control of that league. Whatever he wants to do is what he does. Is outside of having to follow the rule base that we have set. It's 100% on him. And I'll get in there and I'll chat it up with everybody. And so, like this podcast, once this posts to YouTube, I'll post it on YouTube, and in that chat for everybody to see. And I was hoping he was going to be able to come on and just talk a little bit about it, but he hasn't hit me yet. So
I think as we keep going, man, the further we get into this thing, the more guys will be willing to pop up here and conversate and talk about things and whatnot.
Man, I think Sean John's going to be a heavy requested favorite. Him and his gold teeth.
They call him Kodak Black.
Kodak Black, yeah. Oh man,
that's funny, man.
I'll tell you, man. Well, we've been going for about an hour and 10. I've probably cut out for 20 of it. But you got anything else you want to add before we cut it off?
Nah, just focus up, fellas, because playoffs are close around the corner, and I got a bone to pick with some people. So get it.
Well, I'm gonna also add that since I'm not going to be in the playoffs, I don't have to focus up. So what I'm going to try to do is figure out how to commentate some of these games and get some commentary in for you guys, and hopefully I'll get it posted on the YouTube as well. That way we can go back and replay it and just kind of watch that kind of thing there. But I do not know what I did wrong on the commentary side of it. I don't know what I got to do differently, but I got to research that just a little bit. But hopefully I can get that figured out and we get some commentary for the playoff games. That'll be cool, especially for the Super Bowl and the conference championship games. That'd be cool. So that's what I'm going to try to do here. At the end of the day, hope you're all still having a good time with the league. Hope you're enjoying the podcast ball game. Have a good night, brother.
Yes, sir. Be easy, bro.
Yes, sir. You too.
All right.